Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Monday, October 10th, 2016. I'm Felicia Liburd. Householders in the northern section of Nevis have been impacted by water rationing measures employed by the Nevis Water Department for more than 2 weeks. The situation has seen some improvement, but is still a concern. We'll have more details in this report.
Over the past 2 weeks, some areas on the island of Nevis have experienced water outages. The Nevis Water Department, as is their custom, put out notices via various media to alert customers of these outages. They have, however, persisted longer than was initially expected and has caused some discomfort to a wide cross-section of consumers. I thought it necessary then to make a statement to inform the general public of the difficulties and also of what is being done to ensure that an acceptable level of service is given to customers while we work toward returning the water system to normalcy. The situation developed as a result of a failure of a submersible pump that brought water from the Bede Maddens Height well to the water department system. This failure occurred on Sunday, 25th September. Several attempts were made to troubleshoot the problem and to restart this pump. All such efforts failed, and the pump had to eventually be pulled from the well. The Nevis Water Department made every effort to compensate for the loss of this well from the system, including putting in place a water rationing schedule for most of the northern side of the island and transferring water from the southern system to bolster the supply in the north. On Saturday, 8th October, the Nevis Water Department, working in conjunction with Bede, installed a submersible pump into the well at Maddens Height. This will serve as a temporary fix until a pump capable of doing the full flow from the well could be flown in by Bede. The ministry was informed by Bede that a replacement pump has been ordered and is being manufactured. They expect to take delivery of this pump within the next 2 weeks. I want to apologize to you, the affected consumers, at this time. I wish to thank you for your patience and understanding. The ministry and the water department will continue to work with Bede to ensure that the situation is normalized in the soonest possible time. I wish to thank the management and staff of the water department as they have been working around the clock to manage the situation. I want to urge the general public to conserve water, and again, I want to thank you for your patience and understanding as we work to resolve this unfortunate situation.
Yesterday, Sunday, 9th October, officially marked the celebration of World Post Day. Deputy Postmaster on Nevis, Rhonda Fobbs-Williams, read the Universal Postal Union, UPU, Director General Bishar Hussein's message in honor of World Post Day. In the message, it stated that the UPU has already begun the transformation process by establishing 3 specific goals for the 2017 to 2020 roadmap known as the Istanbul World Post Strategy that will provide a suitable platform and guide the industry above and beyond in the next 4 years.
Under this plan, the strategy sets out to achieve 3 very important goals. 1. Improve the interoperability of network infrastructure. 2. Ensure sustainable and modern products. 3. Foster market and sector functioning. Leading the transformation agenda is the UPU's Vision 2020, which will focus on innovation, integration, and inclusion to drive our industry's business over the next 4 years.
She stated that the overall objective of the industry is to identify new opportunities being brought about by customers' daily needs and expectations in all facets of their lives.
The UPU is working to make this possible by bringing postal leaders and stakeholders together and has created opportunities for them to discuss new ways to transform our business to meet customers' needs in the changing postal paradigm. We are determined to remain the trusted, reliable, and affordable communication service provider for institutions, businesses, and citizens of the world.
There are several activities to celebrate World Post Day here on Nevis, including a tree planting at various schools on the island on October 11th and 13th, and a fun day for staff members at the Frigate Bay Lawn on St. Kitts on October 15th. In related news, Minister of Posts in the federal government, Ian Liburd, in his address to mark World Post Day, officially launched the Postal Codes system for St. Kitts and Nevis. Deputy Postmaster Rhonda Forbes-Williams defined postal codes.
It is the essential element of a postal address. It is a unique identifier that unambiguously identifies an addressee's location and assists in the transmission, sorting, and delivery of mail items. A postal code usually consists of a sequence of letters and numbers, or numbers only, and is usually appended to the end of an address.
She also outlined how persons can identify their postal code.
When the mails are delivered to the various residents, we will be applying the zip code at the bottom of the letter in pencil. So once you receive your mail, you're going to see in pencil your zip code. So we would like the general public to cooperate as much as possible, so that once you see that zip code on your letter, try to write it down somewhere, make a note of it, so in the future you'll know how to tell your friends and family, or what to tell your friends and family the zip code for your area is.
Operations Officer Marva Dorr explained why the postal codes were implemented.
Despite the relatively small size of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, not everyone is aware of the location of communities and village, or specific location within these communities and village. In many instances, direction depends on word of mouth and the use of landmark. There is a dependent on casual location system that are highly unreliable when used to locate and adjust. Due to increase in population and a surge in housing and commercial developments, these casual location systems are no longer functional.
Persons can call or visit the post office in Charlestown to find out more information about their postal codes. Still to come, Ministry of Health continues with Zika prevention methods. The details after this break.
As a responsible taxpayer, you help to finance free healthcare at all health centers on Nevis. Thank you for putting country above self. This message was brought to you by the Inland Revenue Department, Nevis. Be a responsible citizen.
Welcome back. With one confirmed case of Zika on the island, the Ministry of Health has stepped up efforts to rid the island of mosquitoes. According to Medical Officer of Health with the Nevis Island Administration, Dr. Judy Nisbet, two main methods are being employed, one being home inspections.
What we try to do is the vector control officers, if they go out during the day, they might not find too many people at home. So they have started to go out at like 6 o'clock in the morning. If you see them coming in your area to your home, allow them to come in. They're only trying to help. They're going to help you to find the breeding sites. Okay, because a lot of the times we see mosquitoes and we don't know where they're breeding, but they have the knowledge, they know where to look. And I would implore you to allow persons to come into your homes and to assist you so that we can stem the spread of Zika and we can prevent other diseases such as yellow fever, dengue, and chikungunya.
Additionally, late last week, fogging began in the Craddock Road area, and going forward, fogging will take place in the Charlestown area where the mosquito burden is known to be high. The schedule for fogging is as follows: Tuesday 11th, Bath Village; Wednesday 12th, Upper Stony Grove; Thursday 13th, Lower Stony Grove; and Friday 14th, Ramsbury. Fogging starts at 4:30 p.m. daily. Residents are requested to open windows so that the fog can get indoors and kill the adult mosquitoes. Persons with respiratory conditions such as asthma are asked to leave the area for a few hours.
Zika virus is transmitted via the mosquito, by the Aedes aegypti mosquito. If the Aedes aegypti mosquito bites an infected person, then that mosquito can then bite an uninfected person and transmit the virus to that uninfected person. Now that we are learning so much more about the virus as time goes on, and I don't think that we have learned everything yet, we have found out that it is actually also sexually transmitted.
Oh.
So persons who are infected, males who are infected with the virus, can actually have the virus in their semen for up to at least 6 months.
In additional news, the Nevis Solid Waste Management Authority is having a Zika Amnesty Week from October 10th to 17th, 2016. During this week, white goats will be taken at the landfill free of cost. There are potential breeding sites, and persons are encouraged to take full advantage of this amnesty period to clean up their surroundings. The St. Kitts Nevis Red Cross, through President Spencer Hanley, has launched an appeal to residents of the Federation for contributions. The appeal is intended to benefit the people of Haiti in the wake of Hurricane Matthew last week. Based on the latest information, the death toll continues to rise and thousands of homes are destroyed.
In this regard, St. Kitts and Nevis Red Cross Society is launching an appeal to the citizens and residents of St. Kitts and Nevis for cash contributions to aid the victims of this disaster. Contributions to this fund should be deposited to account number 1281318 at First Caribbean Bank, the Circus Bastille, or Main Street, Charlestown. Please note, goods in kind are not being accepted at this time, as these items will create a logistical nightmare in the absence of sorting facilities, storage, and adequate transportation. The proceeds will be forwarded to the IFRC in collaboration with other Red Cross appeals taking place simultaneously in many countries across the globe.
It is intended that the proceeds will assist in the provision of services such as food, water, shelter, and sanitation. According to Haitian authorities, some have resorted to burying the dead in mass graves in the aftermath of the devastating Hurricane Matthew, which has killed at least 1,000 people on the island, Reuters reported. Cholera outbreaks have contributed to the dire situation. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredisa Liburd. Thank you for viewing.
This one is going out to the land of my birth, Queen City, Nevis.
Truly, one of the few places that has an untouched beauty that has captivated the hearts of many. Nevis is everything you imagine.